All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Joe Mixon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Check 43.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. Accelerating, and off he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Philip Lindsay, touchdown number 15 of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Like 22, but hey, Charlie. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. And an alley to Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
On second and 11 now. Brissett going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for Crabtree that time, and that'll make it third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, here's Brissett. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
3 bucks.
It's third and long for Brissett. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And Bullock will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Here we go. Mark 22, Mark 22. They're not ready for this. Alert! They're not ready for this. They still playing something anyway. Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill, kill, kill.
Going for it on 4th down. Allen and Amendola with a catch. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Miami.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mark 22, Mark 20. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
A draw play for Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Smooth. Mark 22, Mark 22.
From the 44, Allen eluding the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Alert, alert, alert. Let's see him. Someone West.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Mack, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett. He finds Crabtree for the completion. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
Allen going to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Middle. Hey, wahoo!
Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Target. Mike, you got it.
Allen off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 22, Mike 20, bravo. Watch the draw. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. You're alert. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And a big loss
was here as he's taken down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Here's Madison. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's a give to Madison running right. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Don't be scared of it.
Play action now. Brissett. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from 53. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Steelers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brissett, and that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Here we go, D. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Hey, check 24.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Crunch time, defense. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 36, let it go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They go right back to Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 24 is the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw is Brissett. Got it complete to Crabtree. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Check it out, read.
On 3rd down, Brissett. A right side catch by Crabtree. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 22, Mike 22.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 1st down, Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here we go, G.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
56. Hey, Haywood!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
56. Hey, dude. Get in the weight room. Shit.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Exit game. Enter. Yes, exit to menu.